because it was so easy to use. It was not only telling the Yellow Book story, but it was also relatable to the local market. And as a district manager, I was very, very pleased to see the ease of how it fit into my local market.
Very good. And the point that the work that marketing's put in on this behind the scenes, making sure that all the slides are in a landscape mode for us now, so they'll fit the e-binder. Right. And again, that ease of use that we're trying to get across to the our entire sales force. When did your team start utilizing that? Because I know you got it up and running pretty quick. Right
away. I mean, it was the first day in the field. I mean, everybody was very excited about it. We actually flew in a testimonial that was our strongest local market testimonial, and we didn't hand out any paper copies of it. We just put it in the actual binder itself, so all the reps are in a position that if they want to share our strongest testimonial, that it's in our tablets. So the great thing is that we are using the e-binder, and they used it immediately the next day because all the information was only in there. So some of the best ways to learn things is to immediately just dive into it, and that's what they did. So,
well, I know that we came in on Heloisa Walsh and myself. We came in on July the 7th and 8th. Did the Media Pro training for the Murfreesboro office, and I have to say they were very excited and extremely prepared for the training, which is a testament to you, Bruce, and John as a management team. I think one of the things that you had them do was they actually had 10 accounts fully planned and prepped using the OneNote application.
Yes.
And when it came time to talk about some of these things, it was like you had already touched base on it.
Right.
So again, giving us the opportunity to reinforce that, the training that you had previously done over again.
And I think that's to any manager that's going to be putting together a prep for you guys for the training session. I believe that the 10 accounts is very important because it just gets the reps in a mindset and they're used to it, and it makes your training more effective because you don't have to focus on the basics of OneNote. You can focus on the Media Pro integration and the ABC planning and so forth. But I think that what was even more crucial and important was that all of us collectively really were united as a sales team on what needed to be in OneNote. And so when everybody had their 10 accounts, it was awesome because when we did our pre-meeting previously, we had a set checklist, and when we came into to the training session and you had each rep present one of their accounts, they were all uniform. They were all the same. They were all laid out the same. And that wasn't something that was preloaded into OneNote. It was something the team came up with. So I would also recommend any manager also have a template going into that training so that those 10 accounts are all planned and prepped the same way.
Very good. So how do you feel your reps took to the OneNote application, the OneNote training program?
Oh, I mean, they loved it. I think that if there's anything that's going to make your life a lot easier, it's pretty easy to embrace, and it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like when the pager was invented, and then the phone came. Pager was gone, and the phone was there. The cell phone, excuse me. It's kind of one of those things. We're ready to drop the actual pager and get the cell phone. So I think that the excitement was there, the excitement level was there, just because it's making our life easier. So they really embraced it.
Very good. What features do you think they like the most as far as OneNote?
I would say that the Clip It is extremely helpful, and also the Print to OneNote. Those two features I think blow away any type of cut and paste feature in any other application. So the great thing is that with OneNote, our reps can actually go to ICE. They can go to the Chilton lookups. They can go look at testimonials. They can look at RCFs. They can go to digital destination, and they can print to OneNote and print right to their application, right to that account. Mm-hmm. So I actually sat in a training session with all my reps and started planning and prepping an account. And I was by the third one, I had gotten it down from like 16 minutes down to about 11 minutes. That took me to plan one account just in OneNote. And so once we all saw that, they loved it, and and they were able to use those features. But Clip It and or actually it's Snip It. Help me out.
Clip it, snip it.
Okay.
OneNote.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that your reps are now saying about OneNote? And just to bring everyone up to speed, they are actually on their 4th full week using Media Pro. 3-week data that we've gathered on the Murfreesboro office, they're putting 88.2% of all contracts through Media Pro, and 90% of all dollars are coming through Media Pro. So this was a team that, again, they're starting their 4th full week on Media Pro, and you've actually got one rep that was number 2 in the nation in putting contracts through on Media Pro. She put through 20 contracts in a week, so that was very impressive.
Right.
Any final thoughts on the pre-training?
Well, I would say this, that I really appreciate the support that we got previously in the previous 2 or 3 weeks, because it really helped us out. Having the pre-calls, and I think that any manager is going to really appreciate those pre-calls, because it sets you up for success. Because the last thing we wanted to do was to be in the field day one afterwards and have to spend a week or 2 trying to figure out the processes. So I think really, if you understand the processes going into the training, you fine-tune those processes, and then you go into the field, it's just it's just a matter of time before it becomes second nature. And it happened pretty quickly in the office. So I'm very proud of the sales team. Extremely pleased with the training. Mike, your team did a phenomenal job. You and Heloisa really came in and gave us the tools that we needed to get out there in the field. And it's not me just telling you that, the results are showing it. So that's a testament to your guys' training as well, and how easy you made my job. So thank you very much for doing that, and we look forward to Sprint 11. It's gonna be awesome.
And I have to say, Tony, you and your management team have done an absolutely fantastic job, and just from seeing what your sales reps are doing on the floor with their plan and prep, because now you just received the Sprint 10 beta, and they're actively using Sprint 10 now.
Right.
So again, a very successful job in the rollout and delivery of this. And I know you've got several more things to come for them.
Absolutely.
In the coming weeks. So that will wrap up this podcast, and we hope you've gained a little information from that. So for myself and Tony from Murfreesboro, we hope you have a great day.
Thank you.